Now we're running. You just turn down the audio.
There we go. Dude, I was listening to that and it was like irritating to me.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
I never adjusted the volume on. Sorry, I just never like the bots when they're playing music like at like 50, so 50%. So I lower it down to like 20 to make sure that I can at least hear you guys, because
Great.
I don't like hearing it at like 100. Imagine listening to us 100.
I imagine you would be even more unhappy. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to the Variable Productivity live stream. I am your host, Rodalus. The two is Silence. Joining me today are some various members of the team from Project Armada.
You didn't even ask me if I was ready.
I didn't, but I haven't really started yet. I mean, I have, but I mean, I did ask you, and you didn't say anything, and then I'm like, you know what?
That was like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was. And you didn't update me in 10 minutes. I don't understand whose job this is, you know? So, like, hey, what are we going to do? We're going to just sort of, like, sit here and wait around? Or are we going to get started at 12, like we said we would? When I do make a promise, will keep them. I mostly don't, because I know I don't want to. Anyway. How are we doing, you guys? Let's see if there's anyone even in here. Maybe we can cut this. And no one will see it. It'll be perfectly fine. Uh-oh.
No one will ever know.
Also, I want to see how well the stream is going. No one has said anything.
A roundabout. I'll steal it. No one will ever know.
Alright, so let's see what people are sounding like on the stream itself. I don't know what that sounds like yet. Please don't be too wrecked.
Hear their voices, their beautiful, beautiful voices.
Alright, you guys are sounding okay. Very good. So that's good. We're gonna go ahead and jump into this mess.
Okay, so right here, I just found something Sonic related, Sonic news related. It's a Tails channel article.
Of course.
Where Azuka, and it was a Famitsu article with Azuka, right? Where he talked about the state of the Sonic franchise and how the movie has influenced the brand and stuff like that, right? And I'm gonna read it because it is fascinating. So right here, Azuka says, before entering with any further details, I'd like to first explain the context of the Sonic brand finds itself recently. Azuka says the number of fans has been steadily growing. Those that like the first games with Sonic Mania, those that are in love with the series with Sonic Forces, and fans that have taken into the racing games with Team Sonic Racing. Then last February, the Hollywood movie was released, and it turned into a massive success, going further beyond the expectations of Sega and Paramount, distributor. Thanks to the movie, beyond the existing fan base, the number of people...
Welcome, Mecca.
Sonic through the movie around the world has notably grown, right? Okay, before it, the majority of Sonic fans were between 20 and 30 years old. Is what they're saying. Before the movie, the fan base was a majority of 20 to 30-year-olds, and they were familiar with previous titles and animation series such as Sonic X. The success of the movie has expanded the range of age to younger people, and those that got to meet Sonic through their parents introducing the character to their young. Seeing the results of investing aboard through the movie, a lot of families got to see the movie, and the number of people that have fallen in love with that blue character with long legs that runs fast, it's probably a translation error, has grown exponentially. I'd like to recommend Sonic Colors Ultimate as the ideal Sonic to get into the series for those that got to meet Sonic through the movie. So that's interesting.
Huh. Wait, but they said that
I guess. I guess that would also explain why there's a lot of Sonic movie content
You know what
in it.
Hello?
Would explain to me their audience was 20 to
I
30
mean,
year olds.
yeah, but at the same time, nah. I mean, they didn't have.
Hello? Am I getting kicked? I must have been kicked.
That's a goal use. Like, how many. Nostalgia. Because, Hill.
Why am I getting...
Is at a
No,
total
man, I
of
don't think,
16
okay,
times.
this is my. I think they're trying to cater to a general audience, and what they hear is people saying like, "Oh, the classic games are better. They should go back to the classic
Why is that happening?
games, stuff like that." So that's what Sega's taking these.
There's something here that's not working properly.
I just find it
Because, I
interesting
don't know.
knowing that
I mean,
Sega for the past like 10 years or however long it's been has been trying to cater to the 20, 30-year-old crowd, and that's what they expected to be most of the fan base.
they said mostly the fan base, but
gonna stop
I'm pretty
streaming.
sure the fan base they were initially going after was teenagers. So they had, again,
Alright.
I get what you mean by talking to the general public. Get as many people on your side as possible, you know, that kind of thing. But I think the right thing to do is to not abuse the nostalgia that we're doing, because you know, if you abuse its nostalgia too much, then it no longer becomes nostalgia. It
Yeah.
becomes annoying.
It does make
All right.
sense though, with the whole Ivo, is his name Jurskovic? I'm forgetting his last name, but
All
him
right.
saying that, like,
Now we're gonna
yeah,
start
the
showing
Sonic
stuff.
movie- the Sonic movie- how Ivo, I think Jurskovic has said that, like, you know, the Sonic movie reshaped their opinion of the brand and thought it's more viable, right? That lines up with that. What Azuka said, where it's like most of our fan base is like 20 to 30-year-old, but now with the movie, we're finally getting like new people in there.
Yeah, I get that. But like, you know, I mean, they did, but previously, they should have not been aiming towards the nostalgia path of the fan base. Because
I mean, maybe that's
like what we really needed,
my-
because like a lot of people were asking to basically go back to their initial formula, but they kind of ignored that.
yeah.
They kind of changed it up and made references to the original
I
formula.
mean, my guess
which
is
is,
that
I mean, I'm sorry. It just like, because they're going back to this nostalgia formula, it comes off as a bit more disrespectful than it does respectful.
my
of the
guess is that
past.
them not seeing Sonic as a very, like, you know, viable IP or brand, and for them, like, to Sega at large, right?
Yeah.
Could have caused them to think like maybe that's basically all we had, and we don't want to try new things because we don't see it as worth it with this IP. No, and since most of our fan base is like that, because like we don't have a lot of faith in the brand, so it's like let's just go back to
It does explain a lot. But yeah, like
Too bad you missed the stream yesterday.
in my
Oh
own
yeah,
opinion,
sorry
if I
about
was
that.
the one with older titles.
Hello,
but,
Gonzalo.
Like building off of an already established formula. Because the only reason why they don't have much faith in Sonic is because they're not paying attention to the formula that they already built for themselves. For example, Sonic 1. At the very beginning, they had a formula working. Sonic 2 built off of that formula. Sonic 3 builds a foundation off of that formula. Sonic
Is anyone else hearing, like, you know, audio dips or breakoffs? Just let me know
They
if you
do
guys
color
are.
pin on it. So like, all I have to do is that they have to take a formula, make something new out of it, and that's what Nintendo has been doing for the longest time. By the way, they just take the same formula, change it up, add new stuff,
I was
bam,
thinking
good
about
game.
Right, I was thinking about this, right? How people say that Sega and Sonic Team are guilty about changing the formula for no reason when they have like a winning formula. That crap's been happening for as long as Sonic 3. Because if you guys remember, Sonic 3 was originally supposed to be an isometric 3D, 2D Sonic game like Sonic 3D Blast.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah, it was meant to be. Yeah. And we got Sonic 3D Blast. Sonic 3D Blast happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I see what you mean. Like, yeah, it was... God. These poor choices, man. And then when, like, Sonic Boom and all that, like, Sonic 06... I mean, Sonic 06 is just a development problem, but... Still, they tried to go back to the formula, but due to their poor... the poor leader... Like, the poor, higher-ups making poor decisions and splitting the team, we ended up with Sonic and the Secret Rings and Sonic 06.
Okay.
Because they really didn't have to focus on Secret Rings, to be honest with you. Like, I'm pretty sure if they focused on Sonic 06 alone, it probably would have been, like, the best game of this century. Because Sonic 06 had so much potential to it, but because they didn't have enough people to work on it, there was no polish, honestly. Because, like, they could have changed so much, they could have added more. In fact, they requested for delays. Same thing happened with Boom. They requested for delays, but they always say, no, we need to sell it out now. And they sell it out, it becomes horrible. In fact, the developers of Sonic Boom, they were not satisfied with what they had at all. They were not like when they as soon as they released it, they immediately came to news like, we are not happy with the result of this at all.
I just learned something about Sonic Colors through this interview. So, alright, let me just get back to the
Alright.
interview here.
Time for me to get back to work and see what you guys are talking about.
Seeing the results of the movie. Okay. So then he was asked, so you want those that don't know Sonic very well to play it. And Azuka says, yes, Sonic Colors was a game that sold 4 million copies on the Wii and DS on its release, and even there was no way to play it through current consoles. It's an ambitious project that took a step further beyond the gameplay, and I hope people play it for the same reason and like other ones. He was then asked, what is the reason to name it Ultimate? Azuka says the original Sonic Colors was released in 2016. We want to add more value to it. The original game was the expansion of previous titles like Sonic Unleashed, but this time the concept is a Sonic that can be constant fun. That's their goal with Sonic Colors, which I love that. I love hearing that.
Yes.
By having...
I'll be honest with you. Sonic Colors, as Sonic Colors, the original game.
Alright, time to get to work.
It is quite a spectacle as it is. It is quite flawed. So, with Ultimate, I think changing the game is a great idea because you can fix those flaws. You can basically change the game. You know, change the game, but still have it.
Hello, Dalmatians, and hello, Gabriel's 2K.
I think we like what is it? Adding to
Turn that audio down a little bit.
Azuka, after saying that colors can be constant fun, by adding new experiences for beginners. This for this reason we've given it the name Ultimate because it's the definitive. Okay. And then he was asked, what changes have been running exactly? Azuka says, since the output power of consoles and televisions have gotten better since then, there's that. But the biggest change was the old life system. Game over. So there's no life system in Colors Ultimate. They removed it.
They said old light system, not that it doesn't have one.
Yeah, because everything they did, they basically used shade. Which I guess I can understand, but like, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how, because like, you know, if you look at the recent builds, it definitely looks really good. But we'll have to see like how the game looks.
Yeah, here they said they got rid of old life systems. Game Over, as we know it, doesn't fit with the current context for gameplay. So this time, players can play it ultimately without worrying about how many times they fail. So yeah, they're getting rid of the system.
Thank you. Get rid of the arcade concepts. Because literally that's literally why I don't want to life system. Like a life system is nice and all, but it only works for an arcade.
I'm thinking about it though. Considering that the lives icon was replaced with like the whole Tails thing and the the icons, like the little medals you collect. be an
no.
optional feature.
Definitely not. No, it's there on purpose. Like, I'm pretty sure Tails is gonna save you each time you die.
I kinda hate that.
Tails saves you each time you die. Cause like it makes sense though. I mean, if there's no longer a life system, then why die?
Actually,
Tails saves you.
I wish that was an option.
I do hope.
Right. Like,
Oh shit.
I do hope
Hello,
that
what's
they do
up?
two things. Well, at least two recommendations. Two core things I'm hoping. Number one, fix the multiplayer. Please and thank you. And secondly is hopefully in the future they can add like make the game more challenging. Like have like for more veteran players, add a challenge. You know, like don't make it easy, like an easy game for beginners specifically, but make it a good game for all fans. You know, have the game like have main campaign be I don't know decently easy for a beginner game. You know, beginning a person playing the game, but when you beat the game, you unlock these extra challenges that make it be very difficult to really challenge veteran players and maybe even newcomers as they learn the game throughout the story. So I think having a challenge, having unlockable content and challenges really helps for the veteran players who are more familiar with the game. Plus, sometimes you really do need a challenge in a game. You know, a game's not fun if it's too easy.
yeah. So right here, the challenge not fun if it's too easy. Friggin' okay. But later on in the interview, Azuka was basically just talking about stuff we already knew about Wisp and stuff like that. But Azuka was then asked, lastly, what can we expect from the 30th anniversary of Sonic? Azuka says, looking back on the previous 30 years, I believe it has been a period in which we allowed people to meet Sonic through lots of different ways, from pixel art to 3D CG. The coexistence of modern and classic Sonic, the return to pixel art and other distinct genres for those action games. For the 10th and 20th anniversaries, we've celebrated for fans of the series. But for the 30th anniversary, I'd like to do something that would create and bring the biggest number of fans. So basically, other anniversaries were meant to cater to fans of the series, but they want the 30th anniversary to be the anniversary where they can try to bring in new fans and not necessarily cater to old fans.
So basically, adventure, basically the adventure concept. The adventure concept was made to basically reintroduce the series. So I think that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna reintroduce Sonic. That explains why his clothes are longer in that fairness. And he has adventure proportions in that CGI cutscene.
I have a theory here. I don't think the next Sonic game is even a part of the 30th anniversary. I think it's completely.
Uh-oh, have I been logged out? Is this game still going?
Oh no, please no. Don't make this kind of theory, man. Like we all needed a new game at this point.
I just realized Izuka is stating the obvious and repeating himself. I just realized this. Because the purpose of Colors was to bring in new fans,
Welcome to the stream.
kids and stuff. And now he's bringing back Colors for the kids, bringing new kids.
Right? So that's exactly what I'm talking about. I think the 30th anniversary game was never meant to be Sonic 2021. I think that game has nothing to do with the 30th anniversary. I think it's just the next Sonic game. I think the 30th anniversary is meant to be the collection and Sonic Colors Ultimate. So that way they can port a bunch of older Sonic games to bring in new fans. I think that's what they're getting at.
History repeats itself, which is very interesting because.
So what was all that teaser about? That was just there to introduce CGI. Like, hey guys, we have new animation now.
I don't think
We have
that.
an animation team.
That's clearly not what they were doing. It's just the next game.
Oh yeah.
I don't think the next Sonic game has anything to do with the 30th anniversary. I think it's just a tease for whatever the next game is.
Oh, I see what you mean now. Okay, that's fine then. Like, hey guys, we're just gonna have this new game. The 30th anniversary is technically Sonic Colors Beat Ultimate, so I get it now. That makes sense, honestly. Like, I have two games on the anniversary. The last time they tried two games was Forces.
I mean, I'd rather we not
Well,
have it.
they didn't try 2 games. They only did 1 game.
Like, we don't need an anniversary, right? Like, we never do that. Mario doesn't bother with that. Stuff just kind of lined itself on their schedule. They've said that.
It just kind of works for them. But I really do hope they really do something.
It could be
think I
fun.
know
It could be
why-
interesting,
why you're doing
like how they're bringing back Colors. So far, I think people are receiving Colors better, or at least they're not as concerned with like
I will cut this thing in half if I
non-gameplay
have to.
details, I guess.
Yeah, I
Oh
close
no.
plays. But
When
I
they
think Ultimate-
play it again, I know the story is gonna get a resurgence of like, you know,
Oh,
hatred. But I know, but like game wise, I think people are receiving it pretty well, right?
There's
It's
also
easy.
It's a mixed bag.
We're talking about not the Tails thing, right? There's a new feature to Sonic Colors that was actually also looked at when we saw like that developer stuff, like the developer like gameplay and stuff like that listed on the site. There's a mechanic called the perfect homing attack, where
What?
if you remember Sonic in the Black Knight, how like you know how you
Soul
got like,
Surge?
yeah, you know how you got like the soul gauge thing and you had like the red reticle, and then when it turned white, you could you know use the sword to get bonus points. They're doing that with the homing attack, where the homing attack has like the little animation where it locks onto a target, where it's like you have a circle and then the other circle like sort of closes in on it, like over the course of like maybe like a second or so. And if you time your homing attack to like fall into the
Soul
reticle, like
Surge
this
is
little
back.
ring,
I
you
love
get bonus
that.
points.
Good.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, so the homing attack is
Missing
more
any
around
comments?
timing a specific like button
Also,
press
I think
to get bonus points. So
I
they're
think
changing
I think you
the
showed.
mechanism that way.
Oh wait, how is the? Oh yeah, the boost is gonna be the same. So, I mean, also they actually made some small adjustments though. They buffed a few of the wisps. Some of the wisps move faster, and some of them have longer duration. Like the drill has a better visual effect. It also lasts a little. Alongside the laser wisp, if you compare it to the original, laser wisp in the ultimate lasts longer and goes a bit farther. Because in the original, Sonic lands on like one of the second highest platform, while Sonic in Ultimate lands on the highest platform in the same direction.
Oh, great.
So they definitely buffed a few things. I wonder how that's gonna break the game though. Like, I can't imagine like speedrunners coming into Ultimate and being able to perform the same exact tricks as
Well, they'll just have to learn how to play the game again.
Like the laser wisp
Won't hurt
skip
them.
or the boosts. Oh god, I can't imagine how they're gonna do these. Like, how speedrunners gonna go.
I really.
Wow. You are turning into a can.
I mean,
Guys, this is amazing.
just the idea.
What's amazing, Alex? You want to say something, just say it.
Colors is back. That Colors is back.
I can't
Okay.
believe Colors is back. It's getting re-released. I wonder if they're gonna be able to do that with more games though. They did test it out before, because like, you know, they went with Persona 4. Like, hey guys, we're gonna put Persona 4 on PC. Everyone was like, wait, what?
Hello, Thomas. Welcome to the Variable Productivity livestream. We are waffling about Sonic
They were
games,
like,
like
wow.
you care.
Wow, that came out way more successfully than we thought. Hey, why don't we do it with Sonic? Oh yeah, that's a good idea. We'll make a lot of money out of it.
They did that
Persona
with
4.
Nocturne. They did that with Nocturne too. But the thing is, they contacted boarding houses. Has there been any news that they've been actually boarding this like via Sonic Team themselves, or is it like a different? Okay, so they are doing the same thing. At least it's not Sega Europe, right?
Oh god, yeah. Sega Europe, let me see your portfolio. Actually, you know what? I just realized.
broken ports.
Broken ports. It's like Sega Europe. Why are you still called Sega Europe?
We needed to have a European studio. Just call it Europe. Sure, that's not gonna get confused. You guys.
Sega Technical Institute isn't here anymore, so I guess they can't do that anymore.
Also, I heard
you know what I mean?
Sega of America is taking control.
Oh yeah, they are.
Control? Oh,
Yeah,
thank
like,
you for changing up the
usually
music.
Japan was the one that called the shots. I think they switched it now.
Sega of America. Oh
They're
no,
downsized.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Sega of America gave us they gave us Sonic the Hedgehog 2. They gave us Sonic Adventure 2. They gave us they gave us Sonic Mania.
Got it.
Like,
More,
Sega of America knows what they're
there's
doing.
no more Japanese Sonic Team branch anymore. They're all like in America now, so there's no more disagreements and fighting.
Yeah.
There's no casting
Literally,
development
the only
back and
reason
forth anymore.
why Sega went so downhill is because they denied the Nintendo 64, they denied the PlayStation, they denied the Xbox, and It was all because
Oh yeah.
the Japanese company was so confident in the Saturn.
Oh yeah, I heard like oh did you see this one video about Sonic Extreme? Apparently that thing crumbled because Yuji Naka wanted his engine back. He's like, yo, Knight's called, he wants his engine back.
I would love and adore to see the ultimate timeline where Sega took the PlayStation. And, oh my god.
Imagine, like, what would happen if Sega came in, took the PlayStation, or took the Nintendo 64, and actually broken it up like much. History would have changed if Sega did the right thing.
Imagine everyone got make a PlayStation.
Japan was problematic.
So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask us about them. Otherwise, we're going to keep talking about this.
I don't blame.
Also, I'm pretty sure Sonic Mania was out. Like, I just remember like Alan Weber and how like he made a huge impact in Sega because like he was one of the main reasons why Sega was actually really popular in social media and also Mania. I mean, he was all over the advertisements of Mania, but he was moved to Japan at one point. So I'm pretty sure he was like, "Hey, you guys did a really good job here. Come to Japan. You know, you're part of us now." And then like, I'm pretty sure he made like things like, "Hey guys, let America do this," because like America has a really good portfolio. You know, they gave us Adventure 2, they gave us Sonic 2. You know, they gave us some really cool stuff. So why don't we just, you know, come in together and stop arguing because we are one company, both having the same job, doing the same thing. We need to work together on this.
This is problematic
I don't know,
to the
it's
extreme.
Like, and like, I don't know, guys, look at your portfolio. Japan, look at your portfolio. Tell me, how many games are good? Or how many games are above average?
I don't love doing this.
I can't really blame Sonic Team like for the inconsistency going on.
I know why.
It's even incompetence. It's like miscommunication.
Oh yeah,
that's gotten so bad.
I mean, look at 06. Look at what happened with 06. 3 people were working on 06. 3.
Yeah.
The rest of the team were working on Secret Rings.
The game
split.
broke. When the game broke, it was so bad because they didn't have any backups or anything too. So they just had to work with a different build. They had to downgrade, and it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we could have had more people on board. Oh wait.
Passion is good, you say. It's not untrue.
Like
No
again,
more Yuji Naka. Okay.
Also,
like imagine.
how's it going? Welcome to the VPL. I'm working on Tails' cleft palate here.
Like imagine how many things would have changed
Well.
if they just went with it. Like you're like, hey guys, let's push Secret Rings back a bit. Because, you know,
Turn
that's
that
a
off.
Smaller thing. Again, think about this. All right.
Grading boards and deadlines and contracts, they suck so badly. They really do.
Speaking of contracts, Sonic
It's up to-
Boom.
Oh.
It's up to the rating board to like decide when you release things. It's crazy. Like you have to beg for like a pushback. It's so strange because like the people rating the software dictate when it comes out. I don't understand that. Like how who thought that was a good idea? It's like no. You don't need more time. Just get it out, bro.
What do you mean? You have like a whole team. It's like there's only 3 people working on this project, sir. Like really? Huh?
And then Sony and their issues, like, oh yeah, if you don't put this Sonic game on our system, you can't put any more games on here. So it's like, okay, now we gotta port it to PS3. That thing comes out in 2007, and not even 2006.
Sony blackmailing of Sega, that was gross.
Yeah, that was Heroes. But that threat is somehow looming over everyone's head. It's insane.
Sorry, but if you don't release this game for a console, you won't be able to do it anymore. We'll just deny every other option you can get. It's like we have we have a very small development team. We couldn't fully polish our game.
I'm sorry, I missed the part where that's my problem.
Throw issues of polish on top of like not knowing how to code because the PS3 is a strange beast. And it
You say that now, but you say that now, but you forgot to mention the whole case with Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric was because the Wii U couldn't run
Underpowered.
on the CryEngine.
Oh my
On the
goodness.
CryEngine. And again, the only reason why the trailer looked so good was because it was running on PC.
It was supposed to be a PC game, and they didn't know they were developing for Wii U.
It was supposed to be a
Until the
PC,
last second.
It was supposed to be a PC, Xbox, and PlayStation game. But it Nintendo
Contract.
yeah, less contract. Now you can only develop the game on Wii U.
It was like,
by the
we got
way,
Lost World, we got one more game to release. Oh, sorry guys, I guess that's Sonic Boom. Also, we got a cartoon coming out pretty soon. Push this game out, get it like ready, and remove everything. Like, get it in like the cartoon in like 2 months or something.
Oh, by the way, some fans were saying that it should be Speed Games, so like get rid of all that cool platforming and combat. Just play with characters.
Yo, that was the roughest development cycle.
Oh, by the way,
I've
we all predict that
ever.
we're gonna get this game to be really good, so we like a mouse on
Model UV for easier working textures, so I don't know if Blender has a feature to transfer UV rigged model.
They left a Metal Sonic cliffhanger at the end. Think about that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Sega actually thought the game was gonna be good, and then
What if that's a remnant of just like them being unable to like remove everything that they had, because like they had to scrap cutscenes, everything.
yeah,
It was
like design changed drastically, the animation quality changed drastically, the frame rate.
Character
Oh,
models.
the frame rate.
As much as I want to keep this conversation going, do you think maybe we should change to a subject that people haven't heard to death?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, how's it going, PJ Squared? I can't hear you and others are talking. Well, I'm not saying anything right now, PJ Squared. But you can... I really am not a part of this conversation. But it's fine that people were talking about their favorite subject, which is that which you had just heard. At the moment, though, today's stream is about a couple of things. Right now I'm working on the rig for our newer Tails model. And Katon is doing some concept art for the first region of our game, among other things. Tell them about what you're doing, Katon. I think they can see you in the bottom left corner there. Also, let me know if you don't see
Making
that.
a map for Dora.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're doing like a side-on view. Okay, interesting.
Something probably unrelated. A bit unrelated. Make the cat sprites for SRB2.
Wait, you can't hear me right now? Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, but maybe
On my stream, I have audio.
we can hear you, brother. But maybe your stream output is low.
Perhaps. No, it's practically all the way up. You guys are on the same channel with the music. Let me just take a listen to the stream as a sample. I'm gonna go get my phone and see what the heck that's all about.
You know, since it's relevant though, let's talk about Sonic Colors. What do we all think about it?
We were already talking about that.
I mean, you seem fine
Not
on the
our
stream.
opinions on the game, like the actual game.
It's a great.
Not our opinions on the game, the actual game. I'm not gonna say anything.
Sonic Colors.
No,
Sonic Colors is what's Halo 4 is like the
we
series.
weren't talking about our opinions on the game. We were talking about like why it's getting ported and stuff like that. Like, what are our opinions on the actual game?
You already know where this conversation is going. We're gonna go back to talking about why it's getting ported.
It's a great game, and it's really fun. It just gives good vibes all around.
Good vibe game, bad story. GG's.
I mean, what else could its story have been? Like, it's not a game about its story, it's about its gameplay.
It's meant to be like a little
Well, of course. Of course.
I mean,
It just, I don't know.
it's
I feel
like
like
a-
it's like a story.
It's not a game about
Yeah, nothing's wrong, Rotolis. Nothing's wrong. Yeah, I'm
Oh, okay.
yeah, cause like I was I had just listened to the stream. I was like, it seems fine to me.
It's funny. It's funny.
Okay,
how,
then.
It's funny.
Never
how
mind.
games written like a cartoon episode, and there's now a Sonic Colors cartoon. It's
Oh my god.
Full circle.
Actually, speaking of, like, the idea of Metal Sonic being in colors, I don't know, it just seems a bit... I don't know, it's just eye-whitening. I mean, it's just... You never see Metal Sonic in colors, so it's like thinking about that.
On DS, there were, on DS there were, like, tons of other characters, but I don't know what they're gonna do with that. Like, I know the writers are back, right? The writer is back for Colors Ultimate. It's like, I joined the team, and I'm like, wait a minute, does that mean we're getting new content?
Wait, same writer for who?
No, same writer
for Colors. He's back on Ultimate.
Just recently joined
Wait.
the Ultimate team.
Oh wait, the original writers for 3DS version or the...
No, the writers
No.
for the Wii version, like the current writers for Sonic, that left, just joined the team for the Colors port.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, Pontiac is back. Yeah, he's doing Colors Ultimate.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Alright, well, we'll see about this.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. How that's gonna play.
I mean,
But I really do
don't
think they're
know.
gonna retell the story, like retell the story of Colors, honestly.
Is that they might just be adding new cutscenes.
Probably. Honestly, I want to have a lot of faith that they will. They're probably gonna either they have new cutscenes or they like I don't know, like kind of like recreate the originals into higher quality for the system.
If they're making
But-
new, if they're making new mechanics and things like that, who's to say they aren't making, like, they're finally, doing that thing that the DS version had.
Oh.
The actual ending of the game.
Oh.
And
Oh
giving
yeah,
the Chaos
that's probably why they had the
Emeralds a
writer like,
reason.
hey guys, so what? Look, we want you to take the original writer's story and just incorporate stuff into the DS version, alright? Cool.
I mean,
Just
yeah,
nothing. Incorporate
I mean,
another list, but that's it.
the normal DS version was at least give you a reason to have the Chaos Emeralds on you. But instead, in like the DS version, you have like Red Star rings and
Yeah,
somehow
Emerald.
Super Sonic.
Alright, let's see
Yeah,
what people are
some
saying.
multiplayer- Some multiplayer to the game. Because I believe because in Sonic Colors they have the multiplayer thing with Eggman's
Game Land.
Eggman's Game Land. And
I mean,
with that,
it
it's
does
a
say
bit
It does
weird.
say online play though.
PJ Squared is tired of this conversation.
Oh wait, have you seen that though?
PJ Squared says, like, can you mute them? I do a law, but I'm not laughing. Oh boy, wow. Coming after you guys because of your incessant Sonic chatter. How about we talk about literally anything else? Alright, because we changed the subject and then we changed it back for some reason, even though we already said we would. Anyway, welcome to our stream. We're doing a lot of cool things here.
I'm just curious as to why this is strange to everybody, considering that we're in a Sonic
It's just Sonic.
We are, but it seems to be the same topic
It's-
every
it's
single
not-
time
It's the same. It's like it's things that we've already heard.
and discussed
Yeah.
ad nauseum.
People are tired of Sonic Colors.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I'm not tired. I haven't played it yet.
I am.
So let's try to do something inventive here. What else do you think we could talk about?
I
Sonic the
posted the thing in
Hedgehog.
the muties.
Oh, very nice. I like that.
How long do you think it's going to take until we actually start being able to see people the system to be able to buy PlayStation 5? My guess is late 2023.
That's not a bad prediction.
If you can stop making excuses as to why they don't have material.
I mean, it's not an excuse. It's simply what's happening. Like, it's not an excuse. It's an explanation. It's like, hey, literally, I can't make this stuff without the parts. Well, you need to make more of them. Excuse me? Make more parts!
They could do what fast food restaurants do. Just clone the items, and then just there you go.
Let me ask you a question, Katon. I mean,